Okay, we're going to talk about keys to success number 32. Don't push through. Okay, we just made this up just a moment ago. No, seriously. We're going to talk. I'm Dr. Martin Rutherford. I'm a functional medicine doctor, chiropractor.
Dr. Reno Gates, board certified chiropractic neurologist, also a chiropractor.
Okay, and we're talking about what happens when a person has either you've been out there a while, you're feeling good, maybe you get a flu, maybe you get a cold, maybe you get a virus or something like that. Maybe you're taking our supplements, maybe something's going on and you start taking it and all of a sudden it starts not feeling good. I know a lot of the doctors out there, the mantra is, even as a chiropractor, used to be like, oh, you're hurting a lot, that's good. It just takes time. Let's get you through that. By the way, I never subscribe to that, just for the record. And a lot of the doctors are out there right now. I had one patient in here yesterday. She's taking a thyroid medication consult, and she was inquiring to me about what maybe she should do, because she's been taking this thyroid medication for 6 weeks and she's felt crappy for 5. I didn't tell her what to do because I'm not a medical doctor, but we're going to tell you what to do if it were a supplement or other things like that. Okay. So, so what to do if something happens and you start not feeling good again, or you're even if you're on the program right now, okay, even if you're on the program or not on the program,
these
don't
supplements
push through.
Don't push through.
Which usually people tell you push through.
Right, and these supplements are powerful. Drugs are powerful. I don't think that most people in our society realize that about 150,000 people die per year for the right medication for the right condition. It's a lot of people. And so there was no malpractice involved. The doctor gave them the right medication for what they had going on, but their body just didn't tolerate it. And so we've seen the same to be true with supplements, not as an egregious of a response, thankfully, but a lot of people do react to them. And you know, if you've been through our program, that we challenge certain supplements with our patients because we've observed reactions consistently with them. And we use some powerful supplements relative to brain chemistry, and they can have really great effects in our experience, and sometimes they can have bad side effects too. So if you have a side effect from the supplement, stop immediately. That's the thing that you need to do. And then you need to let us know immediately so that we can either say, oh, that's normal, or no, that's not normal, and you need to do X, Y, or Z, or we need to shift course and you need to take that rather than this.
Yeah.
That's the point. We don't want to hear from you 3 weeks down the road. You know what I mean? We'll hear from you. Absolutely. We'll take care of it. But we'd much rather hear from you immediately rather than 3 weeks later when now we have a huge mess to clean up, versus if it just happened and you discontinue, then it will probably be out of your system in a day and you'll be fine.
Yeah. So relative to getting treated, if something happens, even though Dr. Gates tests you out on it to make sure you're not sensitive to it, and then let's say something's going on and you start feeling woozy, or you start feeling nauseous, or your heart starts beating or something like that, you need to let them know immediately, because the last part of figuring out what is wrong with you so that we can give you a decent maintenance program without you having to have bags of supplements and stuff is your response to treatment. I just got pneumonia again for the first time in since my whole thing started. And it was like about 5 or 6 weeks ago. And I had to change my supplements. Things can change. If you're out there and you get a viral infection, you get a bacterial infection, something happens and your physiology changes a little bit. I have a bad blood-brain barrier. I've had like 9 concussions, and things get into my brain that don't belong there. I have to be very careful, like all of you, as to what I eat. But I took something that was very successful called NeuroFlam. It has a lot of anti-inflammatory stuff to really help me. But all of a sudden, I'm getting this headache. Dr. Gates says NeuroFlam has been known to give people headaches. I stop and headaches go away. So things can change. Rule of thumb, it makes you worse, stop taking it. Now, we can't tell you to do that on drugs. Okay, we're not medical doctors. We are strictly speaking about supplements here. But that's kind of a semi-good thing to follow. Like if your medicine changes too while you're doing this, you need to call your medical doctor like immediately and go, okay, I've had a change in this, and you know, hopefully they're going to embrace talking to you about it, and maybe taking a look at that medication and saying, okay, maybe we can try a different one or cut it down or whatever. Okay, but it's kind of important though. Things can change. Once you're out of here, you're still living on planet Earth. You're still living where there are bacteria. You're still living where there are germs. You're still living where there's stress. You're still living where all that stuff is. If you get an exacerbation, you need to let us know immediately. But don't try to bull through it. If you need an antibiotic, you need an antibiotic. If you need to change your supplement, you need to change your supplement. The best thing you know is to stop doing that supplement if it's pretty obvious that, and give him a call. Or you can give me a call, or you can give us a call, but give him a call.
Yeah. Call the front desk. They'll forward it.
Call the front desk. There.
Yeah.
Okay.
Yeah. Well, thank you for watching.
All right.
We will see you next week.